Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfield. So we're going to carry on exploring Aquila City in just a moment. Before I do though, I've taken Asher back to his roots a little bit. I've kitted him out in a rather fetching farmer's outfit that I've comprised from some of the bits and pieces that I've banded together here.
Pew pew.
Pew pew indeed. Quite fitting for a farmer of my stature. And I think you'll agree I'm starting to fit in around here. Yeah, that guy thinks so. Couldn't keep his eyes off the hat. Okay, a slight mod update as well. I've now installed one extra mod, which is the StarUI HUD, which updates the heads-up display when we're in-game, makes it a little bit more subtle. It fades the commands out a little bit because sort of we're kind of used to the controls by now, but also highlights stolen items, or stealable items, I suppose I should say. And also anything that I can pick up now has this really handy little bar, almost like a health bar that appears underneath the item, which is essentially the value to mass ratio. The more it fills up, the closer it is to what I've worked out to be around 1,000 credits per kilo. So yeah, pretty damn handy. So yeah, let's go and continue exploring.
Now look at me.
Do you take anything to the knee? No? You're good. Okay, cool. Right, come on, let's continue. So we checked out the enhanced clinic just there. Let's stick into the third-person view for a little bit longer. I kind of just want to get a bit more of a feel for what's around here, but also primarily what the different areas are. The different names for the different areas. Is this a watchtower? Ooh. What's the arrow? Oh. Well, where does this go? This could be quite whoa. I had no idea I was this close to the city limits. Very cool. Oh, I know that ship. Nah, okay, I've come full circle. Well, I had oh, there's a big junk pile underneath there. I had absolutely no idea that the main entrance was actually a bridge. That's kind of cool. Very secure as well. Okay, so anyway, let's, so I'm at the, what is this? This is the western edge. That's north. So this is roughly the western edge of Aquila City right here. So, okay, we can get a really nice view of the rooftops from up here. In fact, speaking of rooftops, where did I see rooftop access? Ooh, looks interesting. Looks like the rock has sort of an upper observation window. That'd be handy to get to try and find my way around. Anyway, let's move on. So obviously this is guard territory. There's not going to be much of interest up here, I wouldn't have thought. So let's head back down this way. Ooh. How have I must have passed this like 3 or 4 times. How have I not noticed this sign? Right, spaceport to the left. Coe Plaza. I think this is Coe Plaza. Because I noticed that... Have you gotten taller?
Everything good? We're here to help.
I think you've gotten a bit taller, haven't you? Okay, you'll do. I did make some adjustments to the height randomizer mod. Coe Plaza, Midtown, and the core are all this way. Okay. Well... Oh, what's this building? Is this a side entrance to... Stop, employees only. I think this is a side entrance to the hitching post. Kitchen. Hello. Who's there in the darkness? Hi. Were you supposed to be in there? Are you an employee? No. Let me go and just inspect the ruin that you've brought to this place. Okay. Not a lot in store here. So let's explore around this way. Oh, there's a trade authority. Hello. I'm now regretting not picking up those, that's right next to the gal bank as well. I'm kind of regretting not picking up those contraband items. Now that we're, well, this is the side door that we came in through. Right, this is Midtown, apparently. House of the Enlightened. Oh!
The says that spacers and the fleet are getting worse.
That's what they've always said. It's just fear-mongering.
I got a cousin that's a freighter captain. He says it's dangerous out there.
Yeah, I can attest to it being a little bit sketchy when you're out there with spacers. So we've got the House of the Enlightened directly behind the Terror Brew. Where am I in relation to the rock? Okay. So I think I'm on the southern side of the rock, which means that over there should be the golden Midtown Minerals. My God, there's so many stores. So much in this town.
Don't you worry.
There we go.
Those walls are so.
So
No
there
accident getting in
is the... thanks for the words of encouragement. So that was the... I've forgotten the name again. What are they called? Sanctum Universus? Or something like that. But here's the house in the Enlightened. Let's go and check them out.
When you get a moment, can we talk? It's good to be out and about. Lives get stuffy sometimes.
Yeah, no worries, Sam. Yeah, we can stop for a chat in a moment. Oh, well, this is much classier than the last den of the Enlightened that I discovered. Fruit cellar, space rock display. I may still tweak a couple of the UI elements as we go, so I might not stick with this bright red warning sign for stealable items.
Please stay as long as you like.
Oh, thank you very much. Hi, what is it you do around here?
All are welcome here.
Good to hear. Are you here to recruit people? Oh, this is awfully like that book that I read not too long ago.
Not at all. We don't do that. Well, most of us don't. We prefer to let people find their own way to us, if that's the right path for them. I'm not here to make a sales pitch, just to inform and share. Having said all that, the Enlightened are always happy to welcome new members into our fellowship.
The Enlightened seem like all-round good people. They also seem a little bit too good to be true. But perhaps I'm just being a bit too skeptical. So what is the House of Enlightenment all about? Let's get your take.
I'm asked this question more than any other. I'll do my best to explain. While we're different individuals, you and I are also members of a common species and a shared society. It's those bonds that make our growth and evolution as a people possible, both spiritually and intellectually. Together, we can share our burdens, learn from one another, and enrich each other's lives. In unity, we find both solace and strength. There's more to it, of course, but I find that some lessons are best learned on one's own.
You lot are very much all for one and one for all, aren't you? I like it.
It was nice visiting with you.
Yeah, same. Interesting turn of phrase. I was the one that was visiting. Right, so what have we got here? Anton Goroya. Is that? Yeah, that's you. Affirmations. You are good enough. Imposter syndrome is real, but you got this. But every visitor's needs above yours. Oh, this is his own pep talk. Serve the community at all times. Every day is an opportunity to improve Aquila City. Bless. What have we got? Neon Gang Culture, Great Expectations. Okay, I don't think there's anything of... Ooh, Tales of Space and Time. I mean, it's not labelled as stealing, but lifting property from the House of the Enlightened feels somehow wrong. On a back door here. Anything of interest? No, doesn't seem to be. Okay. Cool. Cool. So this kicks us out the back. Straight into a brick wall. Good stuff. Oh, Sam, you wanted to talk?
So how much of a thrill has it been traveling with the one and only last descendant of the great Solomon Coe? Is it everything you imagined?
Humbling. I bow to your modesty. So, such an honor. You should see my diary. Doesn't matter to me that you're a Coe. I'd like to pick this up later. Last Coe. What about Cora and your father? You're not the only one alive. You're doing your family proud. It's such an absolute honor, Sam. Honestly, I am not worthy.
Yeah, but no autographs, okay? I gotta say, it's a relief being with you. So many people hear Coe and they expect me to pull some miracle out of a hat.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Time has a way of just building on itself. Solomon was a good man. Great one, even. But if he ever heard all the bullshit being talked about him these days...
Oh.
He'd flat out deck him.
Interesting. Why are people spreading crap about Solomon Coe? Sounds like you aren't happy being related to Solomon. Well then, I want my miracles. Yeah, why do they revere Solomon so much?
There's books about him. Lots of them. Alright, a couple of high notes. He was one of the first grav jump explorers, back when they had no idea of the dangers. First solo jump out of Sol System, all him. He explored all the planets in Cheyenne and settled Aquila. Plus, he formed the whole Freestar collective with Voli. So, as you can see, the names got some serious heft.
Yeah. He was a busy guy, wasn't he? Well then, if you're here before me, Mr. Coe, latest of the lineage, then I want my miracles.
It appears I left him in my other jacket. Sorry. But really, for some people, it ain't a joke. They have serious expectations. Yeah, there was a time, well before Cora, where it really weighed on me. Felt like every little thing I did or didn't do was a reflection on our great legacy. It's enough to drive you crazy. Now I just hope I can help Cora to... I don't know.
Got choked up there. Cora's great. You're doing a good job. Hey, race Cora's none of my business. That's some serious parenting thoughts there. Every parent wants their children to learn from their mistakes. Serious... Well, yeah, that is some serious parenting thoughts there. He kind of got lost inside his head for a moment. But no, you seem to be doing a great job. She's a really cool, bright kid who seems to be hunger for knowledge about the galaxy and to learn as much as she can and better herself.
Your kind words are appreciated. For my father, Cora, and me, everything starts and ends with Solomon Coe. He looked out at the stars and he dreamed a way to get there. Imagine being the first person to jump into a new system, set foot on a new world. Well, I get it. That's powerful stuff. And now... I'm just getting sappy. You're a bad influence, you know that?
I'm the worst. Hidden depths to you. You really do have the heart of an explorer. No, Asher. Calm down. We're not. We're here to explore the galaxy. Nothing else. Thank you very much. Yeah, you do have the heart of an explorer, Mr. Coe.
You say the damnedest things. Well, I hope the comic book they make about our adventures is better than that rag on Solomon. The stuff they publish is just downright embarrassing.
I think I picked one of those up. I think that was a skill mag. Very cool. Okay, so where the hell am I? So many damned buildings. So I'm at the back of... Where am I? I don't even recognize those posters. What's this? It's a little... Oh, load zone. Okay. So that's just a little enclosed court. Oh no, there's an alley leading off there. Right. Yeah, good idea, Sam. Let's continue this way. Oh, okay. Filburn Agriculture. What have we got over here? Oh, so this is... Right, this is residential. So what have we got so far? What districts do we have? Core. Residential. There's one called The Stretch. Oh, security. But it's boarded up. Okay. Well, secure, I guess. It's a residence. Henry Filburn's house. Henry Filburn. Wait, why do I recognize that name? Henry Filburn. I think I've got a job for a Henry Filburn. Let's see. Charybdis, Vladimir, Mitch Benjamin. No, I haven't. Why do I recognize the name Filburn? What have we got here? Suspicious activities? No, that was back on... How curious. Sure, I recognize that. Henry Filburn's been mentioned at some point. I just know they have. Okay, let's head back up here. Oh, that's the gate. That's the gate where I came back in last time. That's the, oh... What's it called? Begins with an L. Oh. Loren or something like that? Laredo. Close. Okay, that's another guard post. Right. I'm kind of just running around in circles without much structure here. Let's stick to... Oh, here we go. This is back up on the main street. Right. Terra Brew Coffee. I can't imagine there's much in there that we would need to see. So this is leading up the southern side.
My family was on the first ship. Proper founders.
My family came in, what, 10, 15 years after you? You can see my great-great-whatever grandma's name on the charter.
Still, not a proper founder.
So you're saying we don't belong
Ooh. Little bit of class tension coming up there, I see. My founding father was here before your founding father. Right, that's a bit... I don't mean to alarm you. I think your barbecue's on fire. Like, proper on fire. What in the world is that? Ew. What are you even cooking? So what do we have here? This looks like a thing.
I used to get really grossed out by blood.
Oh.
I'm used to it now.
Emily! Hello! Hi!
Mom says I should learn doctoring like her, but I'd rather fly my own starship.
Doctoring like your mother, Emily Cartwright. Was that maybe the name of the doctor in The Rock? Cartwright? Where's Annie? You seen her around? Right, so what do we got here? Cartwright Manor. Okay, so this is the Cartwright's home. Are you a Cartwright?
I hope Aquila is treating you nicely.
Oh my goodness, it's you! Well, as a matter of fact, Aquila is treating me exceptionally well. Thank you, Mr. Cartwright. Oh, nothing to say.
Good to meet you, friend. Name's Elias Cartwright. I'm the mayor of Aquila City.
Oh.
Now, I've got a memory for faces, and I can't say I've seen yours around here before. I make it a point to introduce myself to everyone who passes through our fine city.
I saw you last
night.
night.
As the founder himself once said, there's no substitute for a warm welcome and a friendly smile.
I actually spoke to you last night. I took the mickey out of your accent. The founder, you say?
Ah, that'd be Solomon Coe, who stuck a shovel in the ground right here over 160 years ago. That first settlement grew to become the city you see today. And let me tell you, it was no small hardship to make that dream a reality. Yes, indeed, this place has a proud and noble history. Why, for some of us, it's practically hallowed ground. That's why I like to meet each and every person who comes here, to make sure they know what a special place our city is.
Okay. All right, Elias, you seem like an all right sort. I prefer to be left alone. No, I appreciate the greeting.
You're more than welcome. As I'm sure you know, us folk in the Freestar Collective put great stock in human kindness and generosity of spirit. I like to think that's what sets us apart from our neighbors in the United Colonies. We don't rely on machines or bureaucracy. We rely on each other. I won't pry about what brought you here. That's all of your business and none of mine.
It was a spaceship.
However, I'd be more than happy to give you the scoop about the core and Midtown.
Oh, interesting. Yes, I could do with learning about this. Well, Mayor Cartwright, we apparently have a lot to talk about. What have we got here? Freestar Collective Settler. I've seen so much, I'm not sure if I put the Freestar Collective first anymore. Ooh. Cat amongst the pigeons. Let's see. What about Midtown? Why does the city need a wall around it? I'd imagine the Astra probably got something to do about that. What's the tall building in the center of town? Where can I get a drink? What can you tell me about the core? Okay. Let's leave the potentially disruptive comment till last.
Appear to be a deep thinker.
Yes, something like that. Okay, so tell me about the core.
The core is the oldest district and represents the original settlement dating back to the days of Solomon Coe. The descendants of the original settlers still make their home there today.
Right, okay. Frank Langston and your problem. That's interesting. I'm sure Frank was the guy that was outside the Galbank holdup that was worried about his girlfriend. So we'll ask about that in a moment. Right, so that's the core. So the core was the original area set up when Aquila City was just a small colony. Okay, what about Midtown?
Midtown's where most of the business and trading gets done. It's not as old as the core because it was built later as the city grew. As the name might suggest, Wallside's the district that runs along the inside of the Great Wall that surrounds the city. It's mostly farmers and other laborers that live down there. They ain't got quite as much space, but it's cheaper, so it all works out.
Now that's interesting. There was a line off there. I don't know if you noticed it. He said wall side stretches around the inside of the perimeter wall, but it was actually on the subtitle the
Midtown's
stretch,
where
not
most of the business
wall
and
side.
trading gets done. It's not as old as the core because it was built later as the city grew.
Here we are. Watch this.
As the name might suggest, Wallside's the district that runs along the inside of the Great Wall that surrounds the city.
Huh.
It's mostly farmers and other laborers that live down there. They ain't got quite as much space, but it's cheaper, so it all works out.
Interesting. Did they use an old voice line or something? So
Good for your thoughts.
I'm thinking that the stretch used to be called Wallside. Thank you very much, Mayor. Okay, so that's the stretch. So that's kind of the rat run sort of area that leads past the gates, I guess, at the bottom of all of those stone steps. Okay. What about the tall building, the Rock?
Ah, you must be referring to the Rock.
That's why I said the Rock.
It's home to the largest and oldest cantina in town. That's also where the Council of Governors holds its occasional strategy meetings. As mayor of the city, I have a seat on the council. The Freestar Rangers are headquartered in the upper floors.
Ooh.
They've got the best view of the city. I like to think that means they're always keeping an eye on the rest of us. I have to say, I sleep a little easier knowing the Marshal and his Rangers are up there protecting the Freestar Collective.
Interesting. So the Freestar Rangers are headquartered in the Rock, as well as the council chambers. Okay, we're going to have to go and have a bit of a rummage through that building, I think. It's just occurred to me, that line that's popped up for Frank, I think I was told that I can get a job to do from the mayor, so I'm guessing that's tied in with that. Yeah, why does the city need a big wall like that?
You really are new around here, aren't you? Aquila's every bit as dangerous as it is beautiful. There are creatures out there that pose a mortal danger to anyone caught out in the open.
So the Ashtar then.
Foremost among them is the Ashtar. They're quick, strong, clever, and damn good hunters. I'd tell you more, but you might not sleep so good. Thankfully, the wall keeps them out. Long as you stay on the right side of it, you've got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, you don't need to go into much detail about the Ashtar. I've met a couple of them. They're
Nice weather we're having.
They're not the cutest of pooches. But yes, no, I am kind of new around here, but also not. It's confusing. Long story. Where's best to get a drink? Now, it'd be interesting to see if he says the hitching post or the cantina within the Rock.
You've got a few choices there. The cantina in the Rock is famed throughout the settled systems for serving the best brew that credits can buy. The hitching post ain't been open long, but most folks seem to like it. If you're looking for a quick drink before moving on, give it a try. Aggie's is a bit of an acquired taste, you might say.
That's new.
Folks who prefer a venue that's a little more rough and tumble tend to feel at home there. Like I said, lots of options.
I'm intrigued by Aggie's. We're going to have to go and track that down. Okay, so tell me a little bit about Frank Langston and your little problem.
Frank's just the latest owner of the old Hersenove Manor, and he's the worst. Simply the worst. But it's been a problem since the Hersenove family ran out of heirs. There's no wrong the Cartwrights have been trying to right for decades.
Oh.
And hence, well, I need help.
Okay, so the who were they? The Hernovos, I think it was, were in close with the Cartwrights, but they ran out of heirs, and this Frank Langston has taken over their estate. And what, you want him out? Why? What's the matter with Frank?
He's just another slick, rude, neon corporate hack.
Oh.
Full of himself and just awful. I mean, the core is history itself. Cads like him don't belong here.
Oh dear. I'm sensing a lot of snobbishness and elitism from you all of a sudden, Mayor. Not sure I like that too much. If your credits are good, I might be able to oblige. Always happy to set things right. Yeah, this sounds like it's something that's none of my business really, and probably not really any of yours, but if you're paying.
Of course, of course. The last Hersenove was Sahar. Sad tale there.
Oh.
By all accounts, when she lost her last grandchild around 40 years ago, well, it broke her. she packed up and just plain left the estate. Built some farm far from Aquila City and the protection of its walls.
Oh, I feel a journey.
It didn't take long before the Ashta overran the farm, and just like that, no more Hossanovs.
Oh. Wow. So she upped sticks from the city, went out, opened up a farm, and it was overran, and that's it? The bloodline's gone? I'm guessing we're going to have to head out to the Hassanov farmstead and see if there's any evidence of potentially another heir, maybe? Anything you can tell me about the Hassanov family?
The Hassanovs were one of the early families that took to making a living in space. Very industrious, mainly miners. They settled planetside in the earliest days of Aquila City. They helped good old Solomon Coe a time or two. But they didn't fare well living in full gravity after a couple of generations in zero-G. Lots of health issues. Eventually, a string of just terrible luck left only lonely old Sahar Hassanov. Poor lady. And those that were healthy kept leaving Aquila. The call of the stars.
Okay. And then she met her end at the jaws of an Ashta. Sounds like poor old... Yeah, sounds like Sahar kind of wanted to do her own thing and go her own way and not, I suppose, sort of dance to the tune of what's expected of her family.
A lot of folks thought the same. So I need someone to go to the old Sahar farm, brave the Ashta, and see if she left a will. I swear I'll honor her wishes. Aquila owes her family that much. And if it happens to kick Mr. Big Shot out of the Corps, well, that would be a bonus.
Okay, I'm doing this only because the Hassar family was so instrumental to the founding of Aquila City. Not so you can throw this Frank fellow out. How will finding her will change anything?
Sahar left no heirs, no instructions. So everything the Hassanovs owned was in limbo. What happened to the estate? Well, you'd have to be a lawyer to make heads or tails of it. But eventually it wound up on the open market. So slick neon corporate shills could grace our community. If she named any heir, we could get the estate back where it belongs. See things made right.
Okay. Perhaps this isn't so bad. Happy to help. Yeah, just tell me where I'm heading.
Sahar's farm is elsewhere on the planet.
I gathered
If you can't handle Ashta, please just don't go. I don't want this whole sordid story to have more tragedy. Be careful, and look out for yourself.
All right, Mayor. Will do. So by elsewhere on the planet, I guess you don't mean just outside the city gates. I mean elsewhere on the planet. Well, looks like we're going on a little bit of a trek in a moment, Sam. Let's just do maybe a last little bit of exploring first. So what is this way? That leads back up to the Cartwright Manor. Okay. Oh, hold on. Isn't this the back of Jacob's house? Yes, it is. Don't worry, we're not going in. So then this leads down to... I guess this is the Stretch, formerly known as Wallside. Looks like... Oh. I do like these little sort of self-enclosed garden areas, these little courtyards. Very cool. And then this leads back into a guard post. Okay, let's go down into this courtyard and see what's what. What is that glowing at the far end? Right, I want to check out this little garden area.
So we're gonna have a
Whoa.
house, Mom? That's what Mr. Taylor is working on. We'll have to move out when construction begins.
A for real house.
Private
Like the ones in the
sector.
core?
That's where the real money's at.
It's not going to be a manor house, honey. But 4 walls, a roof, floor.
Can Audrey move in with us?
Maybe. Mr. Tate says he's starting with 4 houses. So we'll have neighbors.
This is so cool!
Bless.
Living in the Stretch ain't that bad. Plenty of kids to play with.
Everything
Seeing
okay?
my daughter smile makes all of it bearable. I get a bit worked up, thinking of all the folk helping with the housing.
Are you Finnish? You sound like you're Finnish. Well, I mean, you're obviously not Finnish because Finland hasn't existed for about 200 years, but you sound like you're of Finnish descent. Met a curious janitor who was Finnish once in a past life. I'll tell you about it sometime. Oh, look at this. Look at these grow plots. Enjoy your sandwich. Very cool.
Nice. Still have some potatoes to harvest.
Potatoes?
Looks like it's gonna be a good year. Maybe you should expand. As long as you stay clear of wheat, I can pretty much sell anything you grow.
Residential.
That's not how the co-op works. We take care of the members first. And sell what we don't need for maintenance.
I'm just saying, you can make this side business your full-time business. I could stake you if money's a concern.
The whole community tends the garden. This isn't the UC, sir.
Who are you? What's your deal?
I was just offering a good opportunity.
Yeah, sounds like it wasn't particularly welcome. I'd make your way away if I were you, before Sam sorts you out. Hello.
Tending the garden's the best form of therapy. Well, for me at least.
Was everything okay with that guy?
Folk in the UC are obsessed with money. Although they kind of are here too.
I think that's just basically humankind in a nutshell.
Those vegetables look real good. It's too bad you can't buy them.
Well, talking vegetables, you're talking Asher's language. That is the gate that I actually went through in the end. What is this? Oh, it's one of those... I think that's one of those bots that was outside those automated farms. Right, I think I've come full circle in the stretch here now. Well, not full circle, but I've covered most of what's to be seen. Although, what's this building?
Been up there, huh? Space? Must be cool.
It's pretty cool, especially when you got an old rickety ship like mine. Oh, that goes up to Midtown. Okay, this is something or other community centre, I think. Yeah, Aquila Community Centre. Oh, closed for repairs.
Seriously.
Rubbish.
I want to look up every word in the dictionary. Make sure this doesn't happen again.
What? I think that was actually people down here talking. Something embarrassing has happened, apparently. No? Nothing of interest?
Stay safe out there.
Okay, goodbye. What's down here? Wait, what is that?
This is just what the stretch needs. More down on your luck animals.
Oh! I didn't even notice this thing here. What even is that? A Blummux. Okay, Blummux. Oh, look at this. We've got a proper little shanty town down here. So this is the stretch, like properly the stretch.
Extravaganza.
I can read the sign.
Give me your honest
Of course you
Do
can.
you think I could make it in this
believe your senses?
Honest Earl's Alien Extravaganza.
From the furthest reaches of the settled systems.
Here, in the stretch?
Yes, right here, right now. Things you would never see in a million years for just a small price of admission.
Huh.
Ooh,
Well, it's not that much.
he's actually got big skeletons back there.
Come right in.
Okay, I'm genuinely interested. I want to know what this guy's peddling.
Honest Earl, that's what folks call me. You know, you don't just get a name like that by accident.
No, you have to sit and think about it and actually give it to you.
Worth a laugh at least. It'll be nice to see some animals in person.
Okay, right, what is this place? What's going on? Sam's just invited himself in.
Welcome! Let me ask you a simple question, friend. Are you prepared to see something so wondrous and strange that you're sure never to forget it?
Okay, you have my interest. You're gonna try to sell me something, aren't you?
I'm offering you the chance to see something truly exotic and unique. Now, a small remittance is involved, yes. But if you allow me to explain, I think you'll agree it's a price that's more than fair.
How small are we talking? Okay, I'm listening.
With pleasure. We got animals from the deepest, darkest corners of the settled systems. What you'll see will delight and amaze. Just a modest fee, and you can feast your eyes. I envy you. truly, for this opportunity.
Well, you get to see it every day for free. Is this for real? Have you actually got something worth paying for in there? Well, there's only 10 credits.
Absolutely. There's a reason folks around here call me Honest Earl.
I don't think anybody around here calls you Honest Earl except for you. But 10 credits is 10 credits.
Step right through this door and take as long as you like perusing the menagerie. Oh, and please don't attempt to feed the creatures. In fact, it's best if you don't touch them either.
Huh. Okay, Earl.
A place like this can keep that.
Yeah, you and me both, madam. Blimey. Okay, so complimentary coffee as well. Very nice. So we've got various little displays. Trilobite. Okay, little ear bug thing back there. There's a gift shop. Of course there's a gift shop. Oh, they've got shiny mugs. I want the shiny. How do I buy the shiny mugs? What are these, carapaces? Okay. Various different minerals. Very good. Come on then, Sam. We're in for a show here. Oh, the side was... Oh, it's him that's got the animals in the pens. I'm not going to lie, that's actually kind of cool. Okay, first, I want to go and take a little looky around here. Look at this beastie. What is this? Is this an Ashtar? It looks like a huge one. I don't think I've encountered one that big yet. Hopefully, never. Oh. What is this? That's huge. Look at the horn on its head. Good grief. Yeah, that stares down into a cage by the looks of it. This brings us into the zoo, as it were. What is? How did I not expect that? It's the outhouse. Look at the flush. It's very industrial. Right, no, I'm not going to steal a plunger. There's a danger. Whoa, hello. What are you? Ziri. Okay. What's emanating from it? Either that's like some sort of toxin or maybe some sort of freezing gas coming off of it, or it's just really, really flatulent. Hey, what else do we have around here? What other attractions? Hello, little blubbox. Oh, bless. It's like some sort of platypus gone very, very wrong. What are you? Carl. These aren't actually species, are they? That's what he's called them, Blummox and Carl. Love that. So what's in this hut? This little prefab. Oh, is this like a little makeshift office? Okay. All right. Nice. I think I've seen all the main attractions. Cool. Well, I guess I don't actually need to take the proper exit. Oh, do you know what? I'd better be civilized. I was just going to vault over the fence to get back out, but... Earl, wonderful place you have there.
You can travel the whole of the settled systems, and you won't find an attraction to rival my alien extravaganza.
What? Do you know, it's a paltry little excuse for an alien extravaganza, but you are only charging 10 credits. But then when I think about it, you're charging 10 credits to the people in the stretch. And it looks like they don't have an awful lot of spare money to throw around, so it is a bit of a sham, to be honest.
If that's your attitude, then please remove yourself from the premises and make way for the other customers.
I already stepped out. Oh dear. Guess that's me off the Christmas card list.
Admission is kind of cheap. It's probably worth a laugh at least.
I wouldn't even bother, to be honest with you. Although those skeletons are genuinely quite interesting. Ooh, that leads straight up to the wall. Look at these little shanties. Storage building, bunk bed at the back. These poor people.
I can't complain. Someone said some of the field-grown crops got a little damaged.
Yeah, the thresher's programming had a glitch, and it tore right through a couple of fields.
Are those the automated farms?
The crops?
I'll save you the trouble. Weston's already approved me sending it to you. Won't be pretty.
Oh!
Perfectly edible.
Much appreciated, Mr. King.
Mr. King, did we hear something about... Can I help you? Did I hear something about Mr. King? Why is... That was genuinely unnerving. It felt like everybody was surrounding me. Mr. King, I think I've heard someone talking about you. You were hiring an apprentice for robot repairs?
I dream about one day having my own plot of land.
Might be we could invite the Johnsons over?
Those sad sacks in my home?
If you won't help Marco find a job, least we could do is give them a good meal.
I don't mean to be callous, but working with the Low House, I see how bad people got it. We have trouble looking after our own, much less some UC transplants.
Oh.
The Johnsons are good people, Axel.
You remember the colony wars? Because I do. I lost kin.
Me too.
And now you expect me to feed them, give them jobs? That could go to our people?
The Johnsons aren't the whole United Colonies. They're just people. If you don't want to help them, what about their little one, Liv?
Oh!
I've had enough of this.
It's the simple things that bring joy.
The Jensens are the ones that I met outside of the Gal Bank. The guy was was one of the hostages.
My husband and I work hard to feed Aquila City. You might have had a meal with produce we farmed.
Okay, so Isabel King, Axel King.
Just want to do right by my wife, you know? She deserves the best I can give her.
Yeah, I understand that. So you guys, I guess, yeah, you're not the robot guy, are you? But I guess you sort of own and maintain some of the... Are you all right down there, Sam? Bless him, he's bored waiting for me. Own some of the automated farms outside of the city, I would guess. Whoa! Look at that rocket engine just parked there. Very cool. Speaking of very cool, I love the colour scheme here. Oh, Jensen! Marco Jensen, that's the guy that came out of the Gal Bank. I'm not going to wake him, but I wonder if his wife is around here. Doesn't look like it.
Please, don't tell. There's no shame in this. Expect more next week. Okay? I don't.
Oh.
Just do your best. That's all you can do. You might want to go to the House of the Enlightened.
Yeah, I recommend it.
Don't believe what they're saying. You don't have to. Anton's a good man and has good advice.
Well, it's a thought.
There's too many people suffering and not enough hands reaching out to help.
Mm-hmm.
Got a moment to hear about the Low House?
Oh.
It means a lot to me and to others.
The Low House. Now, Axel was just talking about the Low House. Sure, I can spare a moment.
Good to know there's still some folks who can take an interest in the welfare of others. The Low House is a place where folks down on their luck can get a hot meal and a bed to sleep in.
Is that what this place is?
More importantly, they can do it with some dignity. No need to beg or steal. Everything's given with no questions asked and no favors owed. I run the place. Have for years. But to do it, I have to rely on the kindness of others.
Right, okay. Does sound like you're doing good work, to be fair. I can see why you recommended the House of the Enlightened. You seem to have sort of quite aligned goals by the sounds of it, which is good. Giving people free roam to board just makes them lazy. No. What's in it for you? Ain't got no problem helping others out, but people need to be responsible for themselves. I mean, equally true, but if somebody's completely down on their luck, they need a helping hand to get them back on their feet. So, I mean, I'd imagine it's the satisfaction of knowing you're being a good human being, but what is in it for you?
What, do you think I'm doing this for my benefit? I'm doing it because once, a long time ago, I was a guest at the Low House. I was the one who needed saving.
Okay, so you've been in these people's shoes. It does sound like you're doing good work here.
Trying to, anyway. Look, I'll be honest with you. We get a little help from some other wealthier folks in the city. But it's barely enough. It takes credits to provide for those in need. And I'm hoping you'll be willing to contribute. If you can spare a few credits, it'll do a lot of good.
Well, Asher's got his roots here, and he knows the generosity and the thoughtfulness of people helping each other out when they're in their low moments in the Freestar Collective. So, giving it back, I guess. Pay 100, really? Only 100 credits, Asher? A little short right now. I'm not going to contribute to freeloaders. If those people need food and shelter, they should find work. No. Yep. Here, take this.
Thank you. I don't know if you believe in karma, but I do. I think you just earned yourself some.
Samco loved that.
For saving my husband.
Ah, yes, I thought so. It is you. So you're Simone. You are Marco's wife, right?
I was so scared. I hope that never happens again.
If someone calls me a UC piglet one more time, I swear I'm going to punch them in the eye.
I take... Oh, sorry, Simone. Did you have somewhere to be? I take it this is Liv? Hi. Yeah, I've funnily enough, heard so much about you.
Mom and Dad keep telling me to go out and play. I just hope they don't yell at each other too much.
She's kind of right there.
Aquila City is way more fun than Sidonia.
Why did you leave Sidonia? I need to have a word with your dad, because I don't quite understand why you actually left there anyway.
I'm saving up to see the alien extravaganza.
Really, kid? I wouldn't even bother. I'll give you the 10 credits if you like. Okay. So I want to catch up with Marco at some point, but he's very much asleep. Okay. Quick whiz through the rest of here. And then I think I might want to... Oh, Aggie's! That's the bar that's... that Mayor Cartwright was telling me about.
Something. No, we'll take it. Boss asked me to tap the Jansons.
Sure. It's not a life of luxury, but I'm getting
Oh.
by. You know?
Real people for UC transplants?
Yeah, screw that. Freestar takes care of their own.
There is a general animosity against the Jansons, isn't there? Interesting.
I spent a lot of my misspent youth in Aggie's. Watch your back. And your wallet.
Thanks for the advice.
Okay. Everyone mocks him because he's usually spaced out. But I think deep inside, he's in a lot of pain.
Coma.
I love you like a brother, man, but maybe, I don't know, lay off for a while.
The whole world. It's out there.
You stay you, okay? Just be safe, all right?
Does this man have a bit of a problem?
How's that saying go? Use your friends wisely.
I think wasn't it choose your friends wisely? I might be wrong. I'm not up on my Earth parlance.
I ain't one of those who needs a lot of money or possessions to feel good about my life.
Oh. Hey.
Hi.
Right. There you are.
Here I am. Stood in front of you. You found me all right? Yeah, do we know each other?
Oh my God. What's going on?
Oh wow. What has this guy been popping? I'll have what you're having. Yeah, screw it.
You. I can't believe it.
Yeah. Classic me.
Times are tight, you know? Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, and apparently you got to spend every last credit on some illicit substances by the sounds of it. Okay.
Sure something really bad happened to him in the past.
Oh, she was just talking about Coma. Rubbish. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep my ear to the ground about that guy. Oh, Sam can't wait to get back into Aggie's. Well.
Second chances don't come easy. Takes a lot of work, sometimes a lot of help too.
I'm getting the impression you've been given one of those second chances once or twice in your life. You look like you got some tales to tell.
Might not be the biggest selection in town, but our liquor gets the job done as well as any. I can guarantee you that.
That is indeed an interesting tattoo. Do you mind if I ask about its origin?
Yeah, something I got back when I was an irresponsible kid.
Huh.
There's a lot of things I'd probably do differently if I had a second chance. But hey, that which doesn't kill us makes us stronger, right?
I'm thinking either Crimson Fleet or maybe he used to be a spacer. Very interesting though. Yeah, what have you got?
Okay.
Of course, it's all going to be aid, and all of the aid, in quotes, is going to be booze. Oh no, we've got some actual food. Canuck shepherd's pie, patty melt, sandwich, toast, yum. But I'm cutting down. I've got literally pockets full of food. Right, so we've got crew members here for hire. Sam's made himself... Wait, is that Sam? No, Ezekiel. I thought you were Sam from a distance. Who are you? Have I heard your name before? Ezekiel? I don't think I have.
You must be a tourist. A kill of locals no better than to interrupt a man when he's drinking alone.
You weren't drinking alone. I think you were actually on the way to the bathroom or something. You interested in some company? No, I don't really want to stick around. You're right, I am a traveler. My ship and I arrived at the spaceport. Yeah, so much for that legendary Aquila City hospitality I've heard so much about.
Take it easy. I meant no offense. I'm not the best with people. But since we're already talking, I guess I ought to introduce myself. The name's Ezekiel. Some folks around town call me Easy. Is there something I can do for you?
I'm intrigued as to exactly which people call you Easy, Ezekiel, but okay. Well, good to meet you. I'm Asher. Why do people call you... Do I want to ask, why do people call you Easy?
That's right there in my name. Ezekiel. People called me that when I was a kid, and that stuck.
Okay. Okay. No, don't need anything right now. I'll come to you if I need anybody specializing in scavenging, shield systems, and energy weapon dissipation. Well, that's a new one. Energy weapon dissipation. Seems very specialized.
And I kindly ask that you move along. I don't do small talk, especially not with strangers.
Okay. I mean, fair, I guess. And you've been replaced by a Lyle Brewer. Hello, Lyle Brewer. No, I don't want to talk to you. I've decided, no offense.
You meet Aggie yet? Tough as they come, but I owe her everything.
No, I was just seeing where this goes. Oh, a little outdoor seating area, that's cute. Is this Aggie? This is Aggie.
Ethan, this bar may be tougher than you can handle.
Ha! I don't doubt that for a second. Do you run this place all by yourself?
You surprised or disappointed?
Uh-oh.
It's my name on the outside, isn't it? Been here too damn long to let someone else come in and muck it up. Hell, even finding decent help isn't worth the trouble half the time. Ethan's got half a brain in his head, seems like, so maybe he'll work out.
Well, you're sunshine and rainbows, aren't you? Blimey, is the stretch always this, intensely crowded? Why is there blood all over the pool? Yeah, is the stretch always this busy?
More and more as time goes on. Plenty of folks looking to get out from under the thumb of the UC, or taking their first steps to being independent. City's been slow to keep up with all the new people. Took them forever to put up the outer walls, and at this rate, they'll need to expand again soon.
That's a good point, actually, about the Jansons. You'd think that fundamentally the people of Aquila and the people of the Freestar Collective would be welcoming to people who want to come to them from the, I don't want to go so far as to say oppressive nature, but the much more sort of regimented and governed areas of the UC. You'd think that they would welcome them into the freedom movement, but yeah, I suppose there are considerations of expanding the city as well. Anyway, I'm not going to ask you what you got, because I already know it's booze.
You need something?
No. I think we just need to go and move out and explore a little bit more. Ooh, what's that? Deimos Court. What? Oh, is that what they're naming this place? Is this like a little... like a little halfway house? Deimos Court. Okay. Alright, we'll leave them to it. A kitchen unit there. Back end of the bar. Alright, I think we're probably coming out the other end of it now. Yeah, looks like we've got a walkway back up top side. Nice. I mean, horrible. These poor people living in squalor, but
hey there.
Very cool nonetheless.
Tourist? I give him 3 minutes before the smell chases him out.
Yes, genuine stretch in the nostrils there.
Health warning as you enter the stretch. Ah, we've come back out by the Enhanced Clinic. Okay. So I think I've seen most of what there is to see. Except, is this the Sanctum Universum place? It is. It is not. It's chunks. Oh, I walked straight past it. That's where I thought I was. Let's go and quickly check out the Sanctum Universum joint. And, oh, there's a bookshop over there as well, isn't there, that I wanted to take a look at? Let's take a little sniff around this place first, though. So this is... I think this is the first Sanctum church I've actually entered. Well, this is tremendously zen. Good grief. Oh, I feel almost uncomfortable in here because it's that quiet. I don't want to disturb the peace. Certainly don't want to go wrecking the joint by sort of kicking cushions around or anything like that. That'd be terribly rude of me.
Finally, there's a church in Akira City.
Oh, you were quite keen for one then, I guess. You look awfully official. Are you... what, council?
Sorry, we're still getting this place set up.
Oh, you're running the joint. Okay. So they've only just arrived here. A Greater End Volume 1, Sanctum Universum Volume 1. What have we got? Ah. So this is her slate. Siwu Guan Investiture. In the name and authority of the Sanctum Universum, to whom it may concern, let it be known that Siwu Guan is in charge of all matters for the Universals in Aquila City Freestar Collective. Signed, Keeper Aquilas. He was the guy that was giving the lecture outside the Sanctum Church in Jemison. Interesting. She's deep in thought. She won't mind if I borrow these, right? I actually don't feel so bad stealing books from here as I do from the Enlightened. So Sanctum Universum Volume 1. A spiritual guide for after the world's end by Keeper Aquilas of the Sanctum Universum. Volume 1. All people by nature desire to know. This is the maxim of the philosopher, the start of our most ancient discourse, and the continuing truth that unites humanity's current diaspora to its cradle around the yellow sun. The death of Earth may be cause for wistful reflection. Its time as the center of humanity recedes even further into the past, and living generations find it so removed from their existence as to amount to nothing more than historical trivia. This is something that has actually occurred to me a few times now. Earth was the only existence that humanity knew for countless generations. Then the whole, oh, sorry, Earth's on a 50-year shutdown thing happened, billions died, and the hundreds of thousands or millions that actually made it off the rock and came and settled first of all in Alpha Centauri and then spread further out into the settled systems. After just a couple of generations, the whole concept of living on this planet, this great desert ball that apparently used to be green and fertile land, just becomes what, a story passed down through generations? How curious. I suppose there are people who have lived out all their lives and a couple of generations of lives just on space stations and spaceships that probably think of living on land in almost as much of a sort of bizarre fairy tale like sort of I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, it's crazy trying to wrap your brain around how we might exist after Earth. Anyway, Our technology and culture advanced to forms that would be scarcely recognizable as human to even our most recent forebears, and yet we still identify as part of the same lineage that first tamed fires and noticed that certain of the lesser heavenly lights seem to move in patterns. This taming and noticing the vital combination of act and reflection is what separates us from all other beings we have yet encountered. This is the foregone essence of humankind. All people desire to know. The subjects of that knowledge may vary across different cultures, epochs, and individual proclivities, but the need to know, to draw existing knowledge into new combinations, and to expand what exists, is ever present. Even the simplest of us seeks to know their neighbour, or themselves, or their work. The more ambitious intellects may seek to know the truth of galactic superstructures or the social origins of modernity. That pursuit unites us as a single race more than any biological coincidence or historical lineage can. Not all knowledge is of intellect, however, and different principled approaches may yield their subsequently different conclusions of qualities of understanding altogether. Here is where the first serious objections may be raised, particularly as the disciples of scientism begin the inhale of their greatest collective bellows so as to put forth pure empiricism as the only valid means of knowledge. I do not wish to dampen their enthusiasm, nor do I deny the great benefits that have been found through that approach. Some of our earliest recorded disputes in the history of thought stem from whether reason or experience is the right path to knowledge. Our senses may be easily deceived, so we are forced to confront the possibility that they are always so. Our minds can be addled by decrepitude even, or confused by ideologies, making them no more trustworthy. To assign a place of privilege to either reason or experience is itself a curatorial act, which exists as part of a long philosophical tradition, whether the chooser knows so or not. All of this is to bring me around to my greater point, that of faith. I speak not here of supernatural belief itself, although I will shortly come to it. Rather, faith is the acceptance of a truth that has been given from another. Whether the other came to it by reason or experience, whether the other is one superior or inferior, whether the truth is a factual or qualitative one, does not matter. By incorporating a truth into one's knowledge about having arrived at it by individual means, a person is committing an act of faith. Faith takes many forms that may be unexpected. The most passionate scientist chauvinist may believe in the existence of atoms, although such things cannot be observed directly. They believe in them out of a trust in sound evidence and mathematical proofs, but even then, have they themselves seen the evidence? Have they themselves performed the mathematics? At some point in their epistemological journey toward greater knowing, they have, with near certainty, accepted some truth on faith. That faith may be in their teachers, in their texts, in the process of peer review, in the very existence of causality, but faith it remains. Which brings me then to the question of supernatural belief, particularly the way such beliefs manifested in human religions over the course of our history. In these matters, both believers and unbelievers are quite willing to say that the method of knowing is faith. That reason may also be applied to these same matters is unsurprising, particularly in light of the original maxim which opened this text. Many a towering intellect has turned the full force of its powers to questions of faith, and those inquiries may prove to be enlightening exercises regardless of the reader's own commitments. There is, though, a point of departure, for at the core, the very foundation of their thought, there is an assumption of the existence of something that these thinkers choose to label as God. So it gives a bit more of an insight then into the Sanctum Universum, in that they obviously are people of faith, but the faith can sort of straddle, or they acknowledge that faith can straddle sort of faith in scientific and experience-based knowledge, as well as the spiritual side of things. Okay, A Greater End Volume 1. Let's take a quick look. So, A Gathering of Starlight to a Greater End. I'll keep this one on hand and read through it another time, I think. Jake and Inu Part 2. Sorry, you don't mind if I borrow these, do you?
The more man strives to know everything, the more we will see glimmers of God's hands.
And therefore, in the pursuit of knowing everything, I should steal all of your texts and take them home to read them. Thank you so much. You're so right. That's what she meant, right, Sam? So, what else have we got around here? What other books can I steal? It's a very nice picture frame you got there. That's a very nice picture frame you got there as well. Strange that you're putting it in a dusty old display case. Perhaps those are the pictures you don't want to stare at. And that takes us back out. Okay. Speaking of tomes and texts, let's actually go and... Hello there. Oh, hello. I'm being crowded. I'm being crowded out. Let's go and visit this... Right, hold on. For sale. Is it this place? The stretch apartment locked. Unlock requires a key. So... The guy... Oh, there's my ship. How quaint. The guy who was speaking to the lady about the house up in another district, not the stretch, did mention an apartment elsewhere, so I guess that's it? So this is Midtown this way. Oh, this is the area that I saw where I thought it was...
No.
Huh.
What? Why not? I sell books. Physical books.
Space is a premium on my ship. If I could download it to my slate, I could have a whole library.
There are places you can...
Places like this make you appreciate home.
Wait.
Yeah, the light-hearted banter between customer and merchant. Well, that transaction ended well, didn't it?
I think he would have liked what I've done here. He so loves books. If you ever find an old Earth printing of City of God, I have been looking for it for ages.
Oh, okay. I'll keep my eyes peeled. City of God. Right, okay. Are there any other books that you're looking for?
I am a bit of an aficionado of old Earth novels. Well, truth be told, it's more of an obsession. Reading their stories is a revelation, not only for, the pure imagination, but the window you get into long-gone historical eras. I'll pay handsomely for any books you find like that. Except Charles Dickens.
I was just about to say, I've got loads of Charles Dickens books that you can have. What's wrong with Charles Dickens?
Oh, nothing wrong at all. When colonists were forced to leave Earth for good, cargo space was precious. And for some reason, everyone thought to bring their Charles Dickens collection.
That explains it.
I mean, he was an amazing writer. His stories are timeless. But what I'd give for a copy of Sense and Sensibility, or the Three Musketeers, oh! The original Three Musketeers, mind you, not the dozens of interpretations of it.
I'm sure I've offloaded all of my copies of those. I'm sure I've got copies of both of them, and I think they're sat in the safe back in the lodge. Crap. This should get an interesting response, judging by the past conversation. You can read anything you like on digital. Just grab your slate.
If you call that reading.
Okay. You really do love books, don't you?
Movies, slates, theater, all have their appeal. But books, you can get a window to mankind in its earliest days, or their adventure with Homer, or the actual thoughts of Julius Caesar penned in his own hands. And they offer visions of the future and wonderfully impossible things and might-have-beens. So, yeah, I do like books.
I mean, fair play. Like she says, they're a window to a forgotten era of history. That's what I was trying to say. Forgotten how to English, but yeah, from all penned on a planet that no longer exists. Crazy. So you run this place by yourself? You said your husband would be proud of what you're doing here?
Yes, I had a husband, but he's no longer with us.
Oh.
We loved to travel, and always we'd be looking for rare books. Most of what you see here are mementos. It's sometimes hard to sell. But books are not meant to be hoarded. They're meant to be shared and spark something in us.
Wow. Sorry to hear about your husband.
Perusing the shelves? So many options.
Yeah, if I find any books that might fit into your old Earth collection, I'll let you have them.
Let me see. I'm afraid there's nothing you have that interests me.
That's fine. I I have any... Yeah, okay. I'll scoop some up next time I'm back at the lodge and let you have a little peruse. But what have you got for now?
Certainly.
So, 25 books. Christmas Carol, Tale of Two Cities, Bleak House, Carol of the Cosmos. Pretty sure I've read all of these. Charity in a Godless Universe Part 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think I've got 1 and 2. I might as well pick up 3 and 4. Crimson Cabin, David Copperfield. Fields of Everglass. That's new, I think. Have we got Mary Shelley's Frankenstein? I think I read that quite early on, didn't I? Hard Life. My Life Chunk by Chunk. Is that by the Chunks founder? We picked up the 3-page or page 2 of the 3-page employee manual. I don't think I got his biography though. Oliver Twist, Red River Come Over, Shadows in the Attic I think is new, so Damocles. The Ancient Civilization of Egypt, that's a new one as well. Fruit Cellar, Gravity Paradigm, goodness me. Orchid Merchant we've got, Origin of the Species, Pickwick Papers, Dover Beach. Cool. Nice little collection. Oh, hello. That must be the Egypt thing. Visit the Cairo landmark on Earth. Nice. You see, there is method to the madness of picking all these things up. Hey, I thought you didn't like data slates. Arjong Sinclair, book idea. Write what you know. Write about a bookseller that solves a variety of crimes with a knowledge of ancient works. Think like Sherlock Holmes, except for anything literary, maybe any news. Perhaps with a rival turned partner in Aquila City Security. Just need to think endings. If you nail the mystery ending, then everything's in great shape. Rosebud from Citizen Kane. Who is where in Paradise Lost? So much Dickens out there. Maybe time with one of those books. Again with the plethora of Dickens. All right, anything I should be seeing? Anything worthy of my attention? Ooh, what's this? Hello. That's a new book. The Comet. That's a very teeny tiny book. Bleak House. Great Expectation. Wait, I'm not gonna... Am I gonna get in trouble if I pick this up? Do you mind? The Comet. Low on the Horizon, White Star, Mystic Wonderful. Right, yeah, that's brand new. Okay, excellent. I'll take that for my my reading. And I will bring you Ancient Earth Classics in return. Ooh, what's this? Gunslinger's Guide 2. Permanently reload and draw Laredo weapons 5% faster. Not a fan of Laredo weapons. Like I said, they're the ones with the wood stocks, but... Hey-ho, it's there for the taking. What else have we got? Research terminal here. Okay, makes sense, I guess, given the setting. Cool. Right, thank you for your time. I will surely be seeing you again soon. Oh, Freestar terminal.
Just super.
Yeah, you were a little bit peeved after that no digital conversation.
Why are people so damn touchy about digital books?
Who knows? Right. Let's check out Aquila City information. Maybe this can finally bridge some gaps with my district knowledge. Greetings! Hey there, friend. You stand now in Aquila City, capital of the Freestar Collective and symbol of hope and freedom for every soul in the settled systems. In the year 2167, intrepid trailblazer Solomon Coe claimed and named the Cheyenne star system. He then set his boots down on this very planet, which he named Aquila, and although he was but a single man, Solomon Coe named his new settlement Aquila City, because he knew that someday his dream would come true, and his tiny outpost would one day grow into the thriving frontier town it is today. All we ask is that you treat everyone you meet in Aquila City the way you'd want to be treated yourself, with respect, kindness, good cheer. Our trained security officers are here for your protection, but it's protection you'll seldom need. We do ask everyone in Aquila City, be it visitor or resident, to stay within the settlement's walls. The Ashta roam freely on the other side and will view any human being as prey. Yeah, we can attest to that. Our commitment to freedom. Freedom. Throughout the course of recorded history, that word has meant so many things to so many people. For Solomon Coe, true understanding of the concept came in the year 2161, when the newly formed United Colonies issued the Centaurus Proclamation. That's the one that allows people to go out and colonize worlds, thereby formalizing the colonization of any star system in our galaxy. That was the moment Solomon Coe knew that his destiny lay elsewhere. In order to free himself, both body and spirit, he would need to heed his wanderlust and venture alone into these stars. And so he did. Sadly, the United Colonies' commitment to the very freedom they projected was short-lived. As Solomon Coe expanded upon his dream and invited other star systems to join him in what he called the Freestar Collective, United Colonies' leadership revealed their true colors. exploration was seen as aggression, freedom as defiance. What followed were two bloody conflicts, the Narian War and the Colony War. In both, the United Colonies tried to erase Aquila City, and indeed the entire Freestar Collective, from the face of the settled systems. They claimed they were defending their borders. Outer space is infinite, and yet they wanted our own. Why? Because the very thought of freedom to those who wish only to control is unacceptable. And yet, here you stand. In Aquila City, proud capital of the Freestar Collective, freedom is hard-earned, freedom is hard-fought, but freedom is always worth it. Oh, powerful words. I like that. Wonder who penned those. Was it the Marshal himself, maybe? Business directory. So, several things. Is there anywhere I haven't gone to there yet? I think I've been... Oh, I haven't been to Midtown Minerals, nor the Stoneroot Inn, actually. Laredo Firearms Chunks, Sinclair's Books, Terror Brute, and the Stretch Aggies. Okay. So all of the businesses are centered around Midtown, which I think is... I think that's where what's it called? Coe Court? Coe Square? Something like that. Other buildings of note. In addition to our fine stores, Aquila City. Okay, so in the core there's the Rock, the Coe Estate, and the Memorial. So the Memorial, I guess, is that ruined building that kind of looks like one of those watchtowers. In Midtown, the Spaceport, Galbank, Sanctum Universum. We could do with visiting Galbank again. Now it's actually not filled with gangers. House of Enlightened, Honest Earl's Alien Extravaganza has actually got a listing on the directory. Amazing. And the Trade Authority. And what's this? Ooh, the Rangers. Now, I would like to go and have a word about the Freestar Rangers at some point. I wouldn't mind maybe putting my name on the dotted line, but we'll see. The Freestar Rangers. Just as the Freestar Collective stands as a symbol of freedom for the settled systems, so too do the Freestar Rangers serve as a symbol of freedom for the Freestar Collective itself. Founded in the year 2231, the Rangers are the protectors of the people and ideals of the Freestar Collective. It's not enough to call them police, and too much to consider them soldiers. Rather, the Rangers are guardians, your guardians, and they've dedicated their lives to the service of the Freestar Collective. But don't take our word for it. The Rangers welcome all inside the Rock, which serves not only as their headquarters, but as Aquila City's primary meeting place and watering hole. There you can meet the members of this elite organization and learn firsthand how committed this small, dedicated force is to the ideals first shared by Solomon Coe himself. I've just realized as well, I think the Rock has got the town's only med center. Is that right, Sam? You should know, you're the boss of this place. Oh, here's the Stoneroot. Right, here's the Stoneroot Inn. And what was the other place I've not visited yet? Oh, hello. Aldwyn Wright's Workshop. Oh, it was the mineral place, wasn't it? Aldwyn Wright's Workshop? Oh, right. This is the robot guy, I think. Hello. And he's working on a robot. How appropriate. Hello. Careful where you're swinging that blowtorch.
Not many people do. Suits me fine.
Okay. Is that a polite way of you saying go away?
Robots are a force amplifier for farm production. I wish people could be fixed as easily as robots.
Yeah, you don't want to speak to me, do you? You're too busy talking to your robots. Right, let's check out this Stoneroot Inn. So is this another bar? It is another bar. Well, that's interesting because... Who are we asking about bars? The mayor.
About this mythical...
We got a lot of bars in the city. All class joints.
I'm sorry.
Well, except Aggie.
We'll go. We'll go.
You should try
Just need to find
Billburn's
a
beer.
town.
It's brewed in the city and
I
it
was
ain't bad.
thinking...
Thanks.
Neon?
Neon? They're barely a part of the Freestar Collective.
Oh.
So we're getting political now?
Hopetown's not that different from Aquila. Hard workers, and everyone making their own way.
Hopetown.
But Neon?
But it could be so much fun. They say everything's legal on Neon.
We'll talk about it later.
You sound like a bit of a party girl.
Keeping the inn running smoothly keeps me hopping.
Okay, Kate Foley.
My mother always
Eloise
said
Reed.
that the secret to happiness is to learn to love where you are. She was a wise woman.
Okay, so you're friends or related?
Welcome to the Stoneroot Inn, one of Aquila City's oldest and proudest establishments. What can I do for you?
I'm intrigued as to why why the mayor didn't mention this place when I asked about drinking holes. He said the hitching post. He said about the bar in the Rock, and then Aggie's. Left this one out. Oh, and this has got you can lodge here as well? Yeah, sounds like there's a lot of history here.
There certainly is. My family's owned and operated this place going back generations. Why, the Stoneroot's been around so long, it's even older than Midtown, and that's saying something.
Oh.
Aquila City folk value legacy and tradition deeply, and by running this, I get to be part of that.
Interesting. So if I've understood it correctly, Aquila, the settlement that became Aquila City started out as the core and then expanded out into Midtown. So if this was here before Midtown, it means that this was the first expansion outside of the core? This is old, isn't it?
We got a full menu for you.
Good to hear. Yep, more booze. Thanks. Bye. Okay.
Work hard, play hard. That should be the Freestar motto.
What do we got? Patrons, crew, I take it?
Good to see you.
Oh, God!
Keep this place running, and I guess I keep her running. Or at least I keep her sane.
Oh, Phil, why do you look so menacing? Oh, my goodness, you're commanding a bit of a crowd here, Phil. Oh, my, it looks even worse from this side.
Freestar Collective.
Okay, I need to talk to this man. Hi.
Late one night.
Oh, it's you.
It's me.
What can I do you for?
Oh, my God. I'm just saying hi. I've got nothing else to report for the time being.
Goodbye.
Can't believe he's here. Okay, so this is... Oh, look at the rock formation. This is seriously cool. This place is more atmospheric than any of the other bars I've been in, I think. Okay, so these... Yeah, lodgings. Cool. Awesome. Restroom. I've seen restrooms before. I don't need to go and... Ooh, hello. Data slate. Jacob Coe out of retirement. This is about Sam's dad? Jacob, I know you're out of the game, but we could really use some help. Oh, I just realized who this is from. Jacob, I know you're out of the game, but we could really use some help. The UC is growing bolder, and you've always had a way of negotiating around them, or even through them, to help the Freestar ahead. I'm not asking you to come out of retirement. If you could work part-time or be a consultant, I'm sure we can agree what's fair compensation, eh, what? I really need your help, old friend. Even if it's me grabbing you a beer at the Stoneroot so I can pick your brains. Thanks, Cartwright.
I feel
That's how he speaks, right?
Try and give a credit or two.
Something like that. Okay, so the mineral store, I think, is the last place that I haven't been, but I'm going to leave that just for now. I think what I'm going to do is... Where's Sam? Go on, Sam. Come, Samuel. I can leave... Which way am I facing? Hold on. That's north. I need to be heading this way to get back to the spaceport. I think what I'm going to do is... just quickly take off and see if I can't find my way to that farmstead for the mayor. I'm definitely not going to remember the name of the actual the actual family that lives there, but let's make sure we got the right things selected. Deputized, that's what I want to do shortly. I think I want to go and speak to Elmer Wilcox about joining up with the Freestar Collective. But for now, I want to go and get Sahar Hasanov's will from Sahar's farm. Getting awfully tongue-tied. I think it was the whole transition into the Cartwright voice. I think it might have done something with my vocabulary.
So, I hear you've been making yourself pretty useful around the ship, Cora.
I have, Dad. I want to be as good a co-pilot for the captain as I am for you.
Well, you're doing a great job, String Bean. I'm proud of you.
String Bean, bless.
We get you a new outfit next time we're planetside.
It still fits, Dad. And I love it.
Need something?
Now, a new book.
Ooh, I've got someone you might like to meet.
If you find any edition, any at all, I will be your friend, like, forever.
I will bear that in mind. A brief history of time is going straight to you, Cora, not to the lady in the bookstore. I forgot about the hat. Let's see now. Mining outpost. Aha! Sahar's farm. That is a hell of a trek away from Aquila City, isn't it? Right. Let's touch down, scope the place out, see what we can find. Who am I going to want to take with me? Am I going to stick with Sam for Sahar's farm? Suppose I should. He could possibly know the family, I guess. Oh. Oh, we're in the middle of a forested area. This is different. Right, let's sort out loadout first of all, because I feel like I've neglected that very, very slightly. Take how we're looking. So, specifically, what do I actually want to be on my favourites bar? What's actually there at the moment? Let's see. So I've currently got... Ooh, we're missing something there. Interesting. That might have been... I think that might have been the Grendel. I think I got rid of the Grendel a little while ago. Okay, I do want to try out the Side Star at some point, so let's maybe slot that into there. Because looking at its special features, it has Lacerate, which randomly applies a bleed effect to the target, and Demoralizing as well. Small chance to demoralize a target, though it's slightly less efficient on planets than it is in space, so bit of a shame. Suppressed Eon Cutter, we don't need those. And the rest, I think we're good on. The Coachman is where? The Coachman's down there. Let's move these weapons a little smidge. The Kraken can go there. What was the other one that I had? Was it the Peacekeeper? Is that one? Yes, it is. So we'll shuffle that along as well. Cool. I think we're good to go.
Do you need something?
Right, I think I'll stick with Sam for now. Go on, Sam. On your feet.
First step on a new world full of life and the unknown.
Are you for real? We're still on your home planet. We're still on our home planet. We haven't gone anywhere.
Captain Asher.
Hello, Vasco. It's lovely to see you, sir. Right, what? A drop psalm. Okay. Is that in this enclosure? Hold on, let's try this new pistol. I mean, I don't necessarily mean I'm gonna try it out on the animal, but I'm gonna have it at the ready should I need to defend myself. Oh, well, this is, yeah, drop psalm. Okay. Well, they're in an enclosure at the moment. So... okay, up here. So I'm guessing this is just a little outbuilding? A little creature pen place for those drop psalms, as opposed to the main farm. Oh, I don't know actually. This looks fairly well equipped. Oh, of course, Sam's following me, isn't he? Okie dokie. So let's take a look. What's the objective? Get Sahar Hasanov's will from Sahar's farm. Okay. Right, a couple of little bunks. What have we got in here? Oh! Well, there it is. That was... I thought this was going to be the start of a huge trek halfway across the planet and to multiple farm buildings, but no, it's right there. Okay, we'll leave it there for a second. Oh, okay. So we've got a second... Let's see. Milk. I don't actually know how long that milk's been there, so picking that up was probably a mistake, but fine. Right, I'm just going to head out, take a little look out here. Sam, I want to see these creatures. Oh, Lord. Hello. Are you friendly? No? No, you're not. I was just accosted by a big brain on legs. It's rather rude. We've got structural brain.
May stink to high heaven, but it's all part of the job.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't mean to be rude. I just want to head out there. Maybe with a bigger gun. What's that? A grazing ensifer. Okay, let's see if I can't shift this thing out of the way. Come on. Walking brain. Ugh. There we go. Right, I think there's another one. Yeah, there is. Just the one? Right, are you... Oh! There's another one of those Ensiphers. Oh, it's in a cage! Wait. If that one's dead, does that mean they fight? Excuse me, drop some. Hey, let me get that gate for you. Have fun! Oh. Oh, I think it's... Sam, don't ruin the fun! This is actually really cruel. Wait, is that friendly? Maybe the big mantis bug is friendly and it's just the drop zone that's nasty. Right, you come and chase me. Leave the big green guy alone. Great. He's buried himself underground. Oh no, he's back over there now. Or did he die? Did I kill your buddy? That cage is far too small for you. Are you gonna be all touchy if I get too close? I think you're good. Right, well, the gate's open. You're free. Go and spread your gangly green mandibles elsewhere. I don't think there's actually anything of use here. Right. Oh. An invasive Kara snail filterer. Is it dead? Oh, it is dead. Okay. And, whoa, hold on. That's not supposed to happen. Why is this worker dead in here? I don't feel quite so great about being around here now. What do we got here? Adaptive frames. What? Sam, what's going on here? Another worker.
I could really bend your ear when you got a moment.
I
hope Cora doesn't get too much underfoot.
No, she's fine. She's awesome. I think she's been doing something to the ship whilst we've been away, and it seems to be running a bit better. What the? Why are there workers just curled up in cages? I've got a bad feeling about this, Sam. Right, I think I just kind of want to take this will and get the hell out of here. Okay, optional. Talk to Frank Langston about Sahar Hasanov's will. Okay. I'm going to do a quick scan to see if there are any other farm buildings around, but it looks like this might be the only little installation here. Okay, there is some sort of construction over there, but it looks like it's probably just a solar panel array. Well, that's that. There is another structure over yonder way, but it seems like it's far enough out that it's nothing to do with the farm here. What a curious state of affairs. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to head back to Akita City for the next one. I might track Frank down and have a little word with him, see if he knows anything about the Hasanov lady's disappearance. She doesn't seem to be here, but two farm hands are squeezed into cages. Slightly chilling. If you'd like to leave a like or you care to leave a comment, pop those in the usual spot. Wait, hold on. Not what I wanted. There's a construct out there. Is it that? No, it's not that. There are buildings out here. What is? Oh, no, it's not a building. It's a shipping container. It's just some sort of resource gathering platform by the looks of things. Yeah, and that's just some sort of frame there. Okay. Right, false alarm. Nothing to worry about. But, yeah, guys, I will catch you in the next one. And assuming there's nothing here... okay. Looks like my person was not prepared to actually grip hold of that. Yeah, okay. No, no bodies of lost farmers, thankfully. But I will catch you in the next one. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.